Hi to all you sparklers and manklers out there. Some of you may know me as Villainous, some of you may know me as Jazzy, but for those of you who don't know me, hi! I'm Villainous, but you can call me Jazzy. Now, I haven't been writing much for Spark Life recently, and the reason for that is I haven't really had any inspiration to write for anything, really, which is very sad, and it's not something that I'm proud of. So, I thought I'd try my hand at vlogging for Spark Life. So, without further ado, I present to you my first ever Spark vlog, how to plan your wedding. Now, I think most of you probably will have already heard that Emma, our beloved Sparketer, is engaged, and it was talking about this with another Sparketer that made me let slip that I have, at the age of 15, planned my wedding, my whole wedding, from the dress that I want, which is here, down to the venue that I want it at, which is here. Now, apparently that's not a normal thing for a teenager to do. We should be out partying and getting drunk or doing drugs, or having a social life instead of planning our weddings, especially when you're single. It's quite a sad thing to do, but I'm going to take this chance to use my expertise and give you a step-by-step guide on how to plan your wedding. Step 1. Resources. Now, you have your normal resources, your magazines, your wedding TV shows, your websites, and even if you actually are getting married instead of, being like me and just planning your wedding because you're really uncool, you could go to a wedding planner and they have a load of amazing ideas for you. However, if you want a more unique or diverse range of choices for your wedding, I would suggest going to www.stumbleupon.com, and if you click on the wedding section of it and then click Stumble, it will take you to a random website about a wedding or weddings in general on the internet. This is good if you want to step away from the more conventional weddings and move towards something more unique, more crazy, because there are loads of amazing ideas out there, and it can help you plan your wedding to be as awesome as possible. Step 2. The dress. Now, in my eyes, probably because I'm a girl, the dress, or the suit for the manklers, is the most important aspect of the wedding. From the dress you can gauge what kind of wedding you want, whether you want it to be really formal or quite casual, whether you want it in summer or in winter or in autumn or in spring, whether you want it outdoors or indoors. You can take a lot just from what people are wearing, because colours, the colour scheme of a wedding is extremely important, and that can be brought by the dress. Now, I'm going to refer us back to the dress that I've picked for my wedding, which I probably won't get. Now, that dress, I chose it because it reminds me of kind of costume drama dresses, but it's still kind of modern and pretty and really nice, and I think that pretty much sums up what I want for my wedding. From that dress I've deduced that I want my wedding to be in summer, I want it to be outdoors, and you can take a lot from something as simple as the dress, or for the manklers, the suit. The dress is key. Step 3. The venue. Now, the venue is a big part of the wedding because, that also goes hand in hand with when you want the wedding. If you want a summer wedding, then you're probably going to want a venue that's outdoors. If you want a winter wedding, then you're probably going to want a venue that's indoors. So I'm going to take you through some various ones. This is the venue that I have picked out. You want it to mean something to you, and this is where every year I go and see a Shakespeare play with my grandparents and one of my best friends, and it's an amazing experience every year, and all the plays take place outdoors, and it really means something to me because that's what got me interested in literature and the beauty of words, and that place means a lot to me, and it's a beautiful place, and quite a few times I have seen weddings take place there, and they are amazing, and there's fireworks and the outdoors and the grounds are spectacular, and that's something that I have always dreamed of. On the other hand, you might want something less grand. You might want a treehouse wedding, which is adorable, and you want fairy lights and romantic, and it's intimate, and that's gorgeous. Or you could go for a beach wedding, and that's something that you would obviously have in summer, or even in a different country. I mean, it's not likely, if you come from Britland, like me, then it's not likely that you're going to get a day nice enough to have a wedding on a beach. It's probably going to rain, unlike today, actually, which surprisingly for Britland is nice weather. But you might want to go for the complete opposite of that, and you might want a winter wedding, in which case you'd want it an indoors place, but that is big enough to, you know, turn into a nice winter wonderland. So, you know, you have all these options out there, and it's really important to choose somewhere that is both convenient for what you want for a wedding, but also means something to you. And finally, step 4, food. Food might not be your first choice of this is what we should focus on when planning your wedding. However, you can have a lot of fun with it. For instance, you could have apple pie at your wedding, or you could have pie on a stick, or Pop-Tarts on a stick, or pizza on a stick. You could have your whole wedding banquet on sticks. And that is adorable. I absolutely love that idea. However, you might want to go for something, if you like me have a bit of a sweeter tooth, you might want to go for a candy buffet, which is just insane but amazing. You can have you can colour coordinate all the candy that you have with the colour scheme of your wedding. I mean, there's so many options out there, and food is not something that you first think of when planning your wedding, but you don't realise just how many options there are with food and your wedding, and how much fun you can have with that. And, you know, just tiny little aspects like the food at a wedding, it just can make it adorable and just that much better. So I realise I've been rambling to you for quite a while now, so I'm going to stop. I hope you've enjoyed my first vlog, and I hope that I can see you all again soon. But until then, bye!